Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into something you might have overlooked in Superman 2025, Krypto the Superdog. And no, he's not just cute comic relief. His role actually shifts how we understand Clark Kent as a character, emotionally, thematically, and even mythologically. So hit like, smash, subscribe, and let's talk about the most loyal superhero in the DCU, and why his presence changes everything. First impressions, Krypto's emotional impact. So let's start with what everyone's saying. Krypto stole the show. Whether it was his action moments, comedic timing, or just that intense loyalty, this dog wasn't just background noise. In his first major scene, Krypto doesn't just fly, he protects, listens, and reacts to Clark's emotional state, and that's crucial. Krypto acts as a mirror for Superman's vulnerability. In a film where Clark is still navigating who he is, alien or earthling, god or man, Krypto anchors him emotionally. There's one scene, you know the one, where Clark breaks down in private after a public failure. Krypto walks in and lays his head on Clark's lap. No words, no powers, just connection. And honestly, that moment hit harder than some of the film's biggest explosions. This isn't just emotional manipulation, it's storytelling that humanizes Superman through loyalty and love. Krypto in the comics versus the film. Now, if you're a comic fan, you know Krypto isn't new. He first appeared in Adventure Comics number 210 in 1955, literally Superman's dog from Krypton. In the comics, he's often portrayed as superpowered but goofy, a sidekick who's half mascot, half cosmic puppy. But Superman 2025 reimagines that. James Gunn gives Krypto a more grounded emotional function. He's not a joke, he's Clark's constant, his family, his memory of Krypton, the last piece of home that's alive and loyal. There's even subtle visual. Symbolism. Krypto sleeps near the Kryptonian ship remains. He instinctively recognizes threats before Clark reacts, and when Lex tries to exploit Superman's emotions, Krypto is his shield, physically and psychologically. So yes, he's cute, but more than that, he represents identity, grief, and loyalty. Core Superman themes. Why this changes the mythos. Here's the real kicker. Krypto recenters Superman as a relatable hero, not a distant god. In past films, Superman's biggest critique was always that he felt cold or too perfect. But when you give him someone to care for, not romantically, not politically, just unconditionally, it opens the emotional floodgates. Krypto makes Superman feel, and that's revolutionary in a universe of muscle-bound loners. Thematically, it connects Superman more closely to characters like Spider-Man or even John Wick. Heroes defined by love and loss, not just action. And in a rebooted DCU, this shift matters. Social media is already buzzing about this. One fan on X said, "Krypto wasn't just a dog, he was the soul of the movie. I cried harder at that scene than I ever did for Clark and Lois." Steel of Tomorrow and Reddit threads full of analysis about how Krypto anchors the emotional arc of the film. This isn't just a fan service sidekick, this is character-driven mythology. So yeah, I wasn't expecting it. But Krypto absolutely transformed how I saw Superman. He's no longer just the last son of Krypton. He's a man with a family and a loyal friend who reminds him who he is. And if James Gunn and David Corenswet keep building on this emotional foundation, we might finally get the most human Superman ever seen on screen. But hey, what did you think? Did Krypto work for you, or was it too much fluff? Drop your take in the comments. I read every one. And if you made it this far, you're a real one. Thanks for watching. More breakdown. Ends coming soon. Until then, stay super